Welcome to episode 14 of the VybeShift Podcast and the fourth chapter in our series, Unhooked, the art of releasing emotional triggers. Today's episode is not just an invitation, it's an initiation. We're not just managing emotions here, we are initiating a new relationship with the parts of us that have been exiled. Let's begin with a simple but revolutionary idea. What if your triggers are not interruptions to your healing, but invitations from your soul to finally begin it? Every emotional trigger is a vibrational flare, a burst of energy signaling something inside us has been poked, prodded, or pushed past its perceived threshold of safety. But underneath the heat, underneath the defensiveness, underneath the retreat or reaction, there is a voice, a younger part, a sacred whisper from the version of you that learned to protect itself the only way it knew how. That is your shadow messenger. It shows up in the heat of an argument, in the sting of perceived rejection, in the dread of not being chosen, in the panic of being abandoned, in the fury of being misunderstood. But these messengers do not come to punish you. They come bearing gifts wrapped in discomfort. They come to remind you, you forgot me. I'm part of you that never learned how to ask for love in a healthy way. I'm the part of you that still believes safety only comes when I control everything. I am a part of you that felt so deeply ashamed it buried itself. Instead of saying, I'm so triggered I must be broken, try asking, what am I being invited to witness, love, or reclaim in this moment? The discomfort isn't the enemy. The trigger is not the trauma. It is the doorway back to the place that trauma was born. Shadow messengers appear because something in you is ready to be seen finally. And when we shift our approach from judgment to curiosity, the healing begins. Here are 3 guiding inquiries you can bring into your next triggered moment. 1. What does this feeling remind me of? Can I name the earlier wound it echoes? 2. What part of me is asking to be loved or protected right now? Is it the younger self, a forgotten value, an unmet need? And 3, what would my highest self say to this part of me? How would wisdom hold this emotion? These questions don't erase the pain, but they allow you to companion the pain. And when pain is companioned with presence, it begins to dissolve its grip. Let's engage in the expanding exercise called Dialogue with the Shadow. Use this as a written or spoken practice. Find a quiet space, take a deep breath, begin a loving dialogue with your shadow messenger. Start by writing or whispering, I see you, part of me that feels, and then list whatever that is. Next, you showed up when blank happened, and fill in the blank. Next, I've tried to push you away because, and then fill in the blank. But now I choose to listen. What do you want me to know? Let the response come naturally. Allow your inner voice to speak as this younger part. Don't censor it. Then close with, thank you for trusting me. I will carry your truth with compassion. And now a reflection prompt. What if your next emotional trigger is not a setback, but a soul message? What would change if you received it with curiosity, not self-judgment? This is not a podcast episode. This is a moment of remembering. You are not broken. You are a galaxy of truth, and the stars you buried in shame are rising again. Keep shifting, keep listening, Keep loving the parts of you that are still learning how. This is VybeShift.